It's really important that when we dive into the Old Testament, especially, but really all of the literature within the New Testament, that we keep in mind that it's absolutely critical that we keep the context in mind as we're reading. So last Sunday when I talked about Jeremiah 31, I talked about the northern and the southern kingdoms of Israel and how those things matter in terms of being able to understand what's actually being said there in Jeremiah 31, because we have to remember, we have to keep in mind that we've got a document that is 2,000 years old at its youngest to us, and much older than that in the Old Testament. And there's a lot of things going on in history there that are being spoken to directly, especially in the prophetic literature, that if we understand what's going on a national level at that point in time, which is available to us, then that message actually sort of comes alive because we know the context. So my recommendation to you is, when you're reading the New Testament, get a Bible handbook or something like that just gives you a good introduction to the setting of the particular book that you're reading there. You read the introduction to the book. It gives you the historical context, kind of the things that are going on, the things that are being spoken to. And then when you read it, then the words on the page seem to come alive a whole lot more, because we're reading in context. Context is king. And so, especially when you're reading the Old Testament book, but really reading all of the New Testament, it's important for us to understand the context that these words are written into, because they're written to a particular people at a particular time, being spoken to, and are God's word to them then, and then we're able to hear God's word to us now. Context is king.